Hey everyone, I got a lot of requests to do a Valentine's like romantic date night kind of look. This is kind of look I did. It's just like pinks, kind of like romantic, soft, beautiful, and I also put on a nude lip. Well, it's the pink lip, but like nude for me. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. For a base, I apply my Mirabella primer. For foundation, I use the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I am in the shade 110. I applied that all over my face and blended it in with a beauty blender. The concealer I used was the Hard Candy Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer. I applied that all underneath my eyes and blended that out also with a beauty blender. I set my under eye concealer with my Bed Night Luxury Powder in Cameo. First thing I did for my eyes was prime them. I used my Urban Decay Primer Potion. From my MAC palette, I'm starting out with the matte color called Wedge and a big fluffy brush, and I'm blending that into the crease. This next shade is called Girly, and I'm taking that on a flat shader brush. And I patted that all over my eyelid. With a fluffy brush, I then blended that out. This next color is called Girly, and I took it on the flat shader brush I was using before, and I put this on the outer V of my eye. I then began to blend it all together so there were no harsh lines. I used this deep shade called Intoxicate to intensify my outer V, so I just layered it upon the color I had placed out there. For a little bit more dimension, I took this shade called Grand Entrance and I just tapped that on my eyelid using my fingers. And I went back in with a little bit more Intoxicate just to intensify it a bit. I used the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony to fill in my brows. And top them off with a bit of brow gel. I used the shade White Frost for a highlight underneath my brow. And lastly, went back in with a big fluffy brush just to blend it all out. And then back in with a little bit more Intoxicate. I've been in love with this Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade Trooper, like in love with it, and I use that just in a winged shape. I use this Master Drama eyeliner by Maybelline, and I put that in my waterline as well as I also tight lined with it, and I cannot stand doing this. Every time I do it, I always freak out. My eyelashes are just so ticklish. Ooh! It's not my favorite thing to do, but I did it, and then I just smudged that out with a brush. And buffed in a wee bit of star. Next, I just simply curled my lashes and applied some false lashes. The lashes I'm using are the Regal Lash by Sephora. I used a little bit of my Bahama Mama bronzer to contour my cheekbones. And to warm up my face, I used my Tarte Exposed blush. For my highlight, I used my Mary Luminizer on the top of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, and on my Cupid's bow. To blend my lashes with my false lashes, I used this NYC mascara, and I also applied some to my bottom lashes. I decided to go with a nudie pink lipstick. This one is Pink Plaid by MAC.
And to finish, I set my face with some Makeup Forever HD powder.